Good morning. Happy Monday. How are you today? I've become really into birds recently, which is a bit weird because I was always very anti birds, as my mother went out with a guy when I was very little who used to make us go bird watching. So, no. But the other day I was on a call with Michael Neal. I was listening in and he was talking about the concept of nothing, how everything comes from nothing. Not a scary nothing, but a no one thing. We're always thingifying things, we're always labeling things, creating things, making concepts. And the idea is that we come from no one thing. And I won't go into that anymore today because obviously that as an intellectual concept does nothing for us because it's not something that we can conceive of up here. And in that call, I was desperately trying to conceive of it. I was desperately trying to understand it, and it felt a little bit scary. And then as he continued to talk, suddenly I just had like a really sort of warm feeling came over me. And I was looking out my window and 3 birds flew across the sky. And it just looked really, really beautiful. It looked incredible. And it was like I was suddenly seeing birds in a whole new way. Anyway, since then, in the morning, when I see them circling around in the sky and singing, it's just like, wow. And then they sort of disappear for a while, and then it happens again in the evening, and they fly by in threes. I did a video about this a year ago, about birds singing and how we always associate that with happiness. Oh, the birds are singing, oh, that's so nice. But we don't know what's going on inside a bird. We don't know that it's happiness. Maybe the bird is sad and singing, and we know that some of the most beautiful songs in the world are sad songs. And one thing that came up for me yesterday was, when I was looking at these birds in the morning, was the birds just get on with it and fly. They seem to always really know where they're going and what they're doing. They're flying really purposefully. You can hear birds now. I don't know if that's coming across in the camera. And you know, when you watch them fly, there are moments where they're like really going for it. They're flying really quickly, and then they just kind of soar. And I just thought, the birds don't think about, oh God, what do I need to do today? They don't go over in their heads whether they should do it or not, whether it's a good idea to do it or not do it. They don't get up thinking about what they are like as birds and how they need to improve themselves as birds. They don't waste time thinking about that. Well, at least not that we know of anyway. Maybe I'm completely wrong. The birds just get on with it. They know where they're going, they know who they're going with, and sometimes they have to fly a little bit faster, but then they can soar. And they're not thinking, oh, how do I need to fly a little bit faster? Oh, this is stressful. Oh, they just fly a little bit faster. And then they soar. And they spend a great deal of time just soaring without any effort. And they go so fast and they go so high. It's incredible. And today when I woke up, I knew I wanted to record this video. So instead of thinking, ooh, what time shall I do it? Shall I have breakfast first? Shall I da-da-da? I just, before doing anything, I had obviously had a shower and, you know, did my hair. I put my hair up anyway. And I just put on the camera and decided to record this video before doing anything else whatsoever. And I just wonder how much time we waste thinking about what we're going to do and how we're going to do it, and should we do it or should we not do it, and what do we need to improve about ourselves before we can do it, and am I growing? Am I a better person than I was yesterday? And which character faults do I still have? What do I need to work on in order to get my objective? You know, the typical stuff of the personal development world, which in certain contexts can be useful, but at the end of the day, it's just layer upon layer upon layer upon layer of thinking. We don't stop. We're always thinking about what we're doing, what we're going to do, what it's going to mean, what we're going to achieve, how that's going to improve our lives. If you can't be present right now, wherever you are as you're watching this video, you're not going to be present when you get your dream job, the dream relationship, when everything works out, when you're on holiday. You know, I'm sure you've had the typical experience of being on holiday and everything around you, you're on like the perfect beach, you're having a cocktail, everything that you've been dreaming about for weeks, and your mind's still... I've recorded videos about this before. Look at the birds today. Really look at them. Not your concept of a bird as my concept of the bird watching thing, or the typical cliche of like, oh, look at the birds. I just suddenly saw the birds again. And see what you can learn from them. And one more thing. Give yourself this week off from trying to improve yourself, from trying to analyze yourself, how you're doing. Are you doing well? Can you improve? What do you need to change? Give yourself a week off from that and just see what happens.